Hey y'all, my name's Charity.
My name's Faith.
And we're gonna be making a brownie layer trifle.
Yummy.
This one does have a lot of ingredients, which I will have in the description below. Just start off by spraying a 9x13 baking pan and just making a box brownie mix. If you want to make homemade, you can. With all the layers and that it takes to make, we just do box for this one because it's just simpler. But your instructions are on your box, but just eggs, water, oil, and you can do whatever type of brownies, thick and fudgy, or whatever type you like. That's what we're using. All right.
Of course, a lot of you bakers know you do not use a mixer to do brownies. You just use a spoon. Leave it 50, I think it's 50 strokes it's supposed to be. And you just scrape it out and put it in your pan. And this is going to make the bottom layer of your trifle.
And just bake. We typically use the lowest time because it doesn't need to be crunchy. While our brownie is baking, we're going to make us up the next layer, which is a chocolate pie filling we use. I'm going to show you guys how to do that.
We actually make this chocolate layer next, and the reason why is because it's got to cool. But technically you put the brownie layer, then you put a cream cheese layer, then you put the chocolate layer, and then you put whip on top.
And we'll show you all the cream cheese and ingredients later, but next we're doing the chocolate layer making.
Basically what we use for our chocolate filling is our sweet chocolate pie recipe.
Yep.
Which you can actually, if you like, this is a really sweet pie filling, and you can just put it in a pie crust and you have a custard pie.
Yes. And we're going to use the whole eggs because we are not making meringue. But if you are making the pie, just use egg yolks. You can save the whites for meringue.
I'll put 3 tablespoons of butter in here, margarine in here.
We're going to have 3.5 cups of milk and 5 eggs to start. You have put the milk and the eggs, put the milk first in your pot so the eggs don't stick to the bottom, and a teaspoon of vanilla. We always go heavy on the vanilla, so if you want to do a little more drop, you can. Again, we're using the Mexican vanilla blend and not the imitation vanilla because I, for one, am not a fan of it.
Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and 4 tablespoons of cocoa.
You can also use the Dutch chocolate, which if you are making a baked recipe, do not use the Dutch chocolate because it has a bad reaction when baked, but we are going to be using the Dutch chocolate for the stovetop. If you are using baked, we recommend just a regular cocoa, but for this,
Dutch chocolate.
Dutch chocolate. And we're adding our 4 tablespoons of cocoa. We are heaping them up because we love chocolate. Big chocolate fans. Next, we're adding 3 cups of sugar, and I absolutely love her little sugar label. So cute. And you can heat those or just have them flat.
Doesn't matter.
And then we're going to stir all that in.
Okay, she is getting out a gravy spoon. Wonderful invention. If we can find it.
Found a whisk.
It's sort of like a whisk.
We found it, the gravy spoon, which is like a whisk on the end of like a little prong thing. I don't know.
If you're cooking something, you're going to mix, and I'm going to turn the heat on under her. I just turned it to sort of a medium. And this is everything except the flour, which we're going to add in just a minute. Flour and cornstarch. The recipe calls for 9 tablespoons of flour and cornstarch. You split it up. And when I was measuring it, I used this to figure out, it looked like an awful lot. And I realized when I heap them, that it actually is more like, let's see, this is 10 tablespoons. So it's supposed to have 9, and I have a kind of heaping 10, so.
And it's just both cornstarch and flour.
Yeah, this is flour and cornstarch mixed, so just about half and half.
Don't do 10 of each.
Not 10 of each, yeah. Just 10 tablespoons total of thickening agent. This is the flour and the cornstarch mixed together. And it's starting to thicken. You can see it on the spoon. So you just...
I wasn't focused on it.
You can see it on the spoon. It's starting to thicken, so you just cook it till it gets thick, and then we're going to stick it in the refrigerator to chill.
It is thick and bubbly, and so we're going to take it and put it on the fridge, let it cool. The brownies are done, and they are also going in the refrigerator on the porch to cool.
Okay, we're at the next step. This is making the white layer, which basically it's the cream cheese layer of a chocolate layer dessert or a butterscotch layer dessert. We're going to use a 8-ounce package of cream cheese, a cup of powdered sugar, and a tub of Cool Whip. Well, a different brand, but whipped topping. Okay, she has put a package of cream cheese in the bowl, and now she is putting a cup powdered sugar. This one, you don't have to get it quite all the way full. It's to this flat spot right here is a cup. But it doesn't hurt to put a little extra, does it? No.
And next we're going to beat the cream cheese and the powdered sugar before we add the Cool Whip or whipped topping.
I think she has creamed the powdered sugar and the cream cheese. Now we're going to add a small tub. I think they're 9 ounces now.
8, I think.
8 ounces, not used to be 9, now they're 8 of Cool Whip. I'm showing my age, I know.
Cool Whip or whipped topping, whatever brand you'd like to use.
We call it Cool Whip no matter what brand we use, sorry.
You mix it in, and even though nothing else is very healthy about this recipe, we do use the whipped topping for everything. So
it makes up for the extra sugar that we put
in the cream cheese. We know it doesn't actually make up for it, we are aware.
It just happens to be what I buy.
Now we're just waiting on the stuff to cool, and our other video we're waiting for it to finish baking, and we will be posting the layering. Alrighty, we have our layers, and we're just going to layer it up. Start with your brownie base, and then we're going to do the white layer of the creamy stuff, and then we're going to do that chocolate layer. Whipped topping, and you can even sprinkle some Oreos if you want. We probably won't. I don't know if we're going to this time, but you can, just for garnish. Okay. We're going to spread that on there real nice.
And please don't figure up the calories, or if you do, don't tell us.
We don't. This is a cheat day recipe.
This is not a dieting day recipe, for sure.
This is after the white layer spread, and we're going to do the chocolate layer next.
The spoon to get started with. It's already thickened up some, but it's still very spreadable. Still a little warm. I'm hoping it's not so warm that it melts our cream cheese layer.
Now we're just spreading out that chocolate layer. And look at her cute little pan. I love that.
Small pioneer one.
And then just more whipped topping. Spread it over the top. Does it have to be full layer?
No.
And that's with the whipped topping. Yay! As always, thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, y'all.
And as always, we'd appreciate it if you'd give it a like and subscribe and comment. And here is the finished result.